All right, what's going on, y'all? Welcome back. Got my guys Ty and Blake. Of course, me, Kiwan. We are back talking about some wrestling, y'all. Today we are really getting into the best time to be a wrestling fan, the road to WrestleMania. We got the Royal Rumble coming up in a couple weeks, and we're going to give our predictions on who we think is going to win and who we want to win, and what kind of happens next. Fellas, how y'all feeling? Introduce yourselves. Tell the people how y'all feeling. Let's go.
Feeling good, excited. I'm ready to see who y'all got for your Royal Rumble picks. I know who I got, but I'm curious as to who everybody else got here.
I think what we'll do here is I'll give us a 3 count.
Mhm.
We'll say who we think. We'll do the men's. Well, you know what? I'll save that for a minute. Let's do the women's first.
Okay.
All right. On 3, we'll say who we have for the women's rumble. Okay.
Interesting.
Okay.
What
Great.
y'all got?
Tell me when
Y'all
y'all
ready?
ready. Yep.
I'm
Y'all
ready.
got it.
Yeah.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Bianca
Bianca
Belair.
Belair.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Everybody. Okay. Oh wait.
No.
Who against?
Oh, Jake.
I
One.
think
Yeah,
Oh, my
Jade.
bad.
Yeah.
Y'all want
Okay.
to do the
Jay.
one,
Yeah,
two,
I
three?
think.
No.
I'm gonna say Jake.
No.
We gotta be Jake.
Obvious choice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the writing's on the wall for that one. I would like to see something come out of it from the whole Naomi storyline. I don't know if it will. Um, but as of right now, unless they just want to throw a NXT call up and give them the Royal win, that would be pretty cool for like a first time thing. I don't see anybody else winning, or I don't see anybody else that really needs it right now.
Mm-hmm.
I think everybody else is kind of already made in a sense. Like, I don't know why I think this, but I would really like to see Raquel Rodriguez win the belt at some point. I know she's kind of like in a dastardly heel vibe right now and attacking Stephanie Valkyrie last Monday. So just from wrestling tropes alone, I don't think she'll win it anytime soon now. Um, and I know we've did the David versus Goliath or stand up to bullies storyline for a while now. But I think with the Judgment Day kind of how they've been crumbling for the last 2 years, 3 years, however long it's been going on at this
Forever.
point. I think it would be really cool if um, Liv and Raquel like get in an argument and either Raquel has the belt or Liv has the belt, and they end up fighting over it at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know where. Oh my God, I'm blanking. Roxanne Perez. I
Right.
don't know where she comes into play in that. I know they're going to fight over Dom at some point, which I guess that's how that's going to go. But if I had to pick, if I wanted to pick who would win the Rumble, I think Raquel would be my pick. But what do y'all think?
Um, I just think I think especially the SmackDown women's division needs Bianca Belair. I'm not sure if we
Mm.
talked about it in the last pod or not, but Jade Cargill has not had any meaningful feud since she's won the title. She's been feuding with B-Fab and Michin. And, I guess that's not cool at all, actually. It's literally set up for Bianca to face her, especially with, Jade being a whole heel now. And they've been telling the story ever since Jade got into WWE that it's going to eventually be Bianca versus Jade. And I think now, hopefully, if Bianca's healthy, because I know her whole finger thing or whatever, but that I
Yeah.
think the time is now to tell that story and see if Jade can really be who we wanted her to be or expected her to be when she signed WWE. So that's why I want Bianca to win. I think that's just what needs to happen.
Yeah, I'm in agreement completely there. I same thing with Bianca. I think the story writes itself. I think it was. I think originally people wanted that whenever the whole Jade ended up on a car situation happened. I think a lot of people wanted Bianca to be the heel. I love the way it turned out. I love Naomi as a heel. It has revitalized her career.
Mm-hmm.
But just want to throw that point out there. It certainly writes itself. Also, I do want to bring up your point though, Kiwan. Like I said, she has fought nobody.
Hmm.
Yes. Also, would just curious as to what y'all think about this. Do you think it's because there's too many belts in the women's division? I feel like the roster is being stretched a little thin in terms of the rest women's division, to the point that you only have two real solutions, which is either A, sign a bunch more women's superstars to fill in these gaps, or B, cut some of these belts that you have, which is, let's be
Hmm.
face it's probably not going to happen. So,
Right. Yeah. I think, to be honest, I think there is a good bit of talent in NXT that could literally go to SmackDown now and be put into that world title conversation. We saw Sol Ruka at the last time is now Saturday Night Main Event. She's got it. You know, I think they gotta bring talent up because so much of the talent is spread about in the different divisions. Like your two top women's superstars right now are your tag champions in Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. And then on top of that, you got Charlotte and Alexa in the tag scene. You got Nia Jackson, Lash Legend in the tag scene. So there's nobody meaningful left to fight for the world women's championships. So maybe it's just calling up or getting rid of a title, but we know they're not. They ain't gonna get rid of no title. They ain't gonna
nah.
do that.
Hey, well, after years of everybody, just trashing on the women's tag belts, I mean, we've been trying to get rid of those suckers for quite some time now.
Hmm.
They just haven't made a whole sense, but I think this is the first year, at least in my opinion, I can say the women's tag division is leagues above the men's tag division right now.
Right.
I mean, like you just said, I mean, all the top women stars are in tag teams right now. Kabuki Warriors,
Hmm.
also, both Oscar and not Sky, I'm blanking again.
Kiari Zane or Kyrie
Irie
Zane.
saying, yeah,
Yep.
the best elbow in the business, in
Hmm.
my opinion. Both of them were, well, Oscar's been world champion, but Kyrie Sane, I believe, could have been world champion, should be world champion at some point. Io Sky and Rhea Ripley, that's obviously the mega powers right now.
Hmm.
Um, we've already named them all. So, yeah, great, great all around. Um, I really would like to see Chelsea Green as a world champion at some point, but she's carrying the United States champion division right now.
She just
Uh,
lost. Uh, how you say her name? Gilia. She just beat her
Julia.
again. She just beat her again for the
Julia,
title.
Julia.
Gilia.
That's a lot. That's very
Yeah,
confusing on
she just beat
why
her
they.
again for the title. And I think Gilia was the one that took the title from her originally when they introduced the belt. So
It was, yeah, very confusing on what they're doing with poor Juliet.
yeah, so we don't know what's going on. But
Yeah,
I think the solution is to bring up that talent from NXT, and maybe some of them aren't ready, but you have a few that could go on the main roster now.
Certainly.
and I think Raw has all the main. Well, got most of the four horsewomen. It's got Becky. It's got Bailey. It's
Mm-hmm.
got
Yeah,
um.
and you know what?
I wish
Maybe.
I wish Sasha Banks would come back at some point.
Oh
Mercedes
man,
Monet.
she ain't coming back.
Yeah.
She ain't. I mean, there ain't no reason for her to, but
Yeah,
she always a good work in WWE. But we know,
right.
yeah, she didn't like it there. So
The whole situation.
yeah.
But you talked about the Raw talent and the division for the IC title. Like that is probably the deepest division besides the tag women's titles for WWE. Because over there you got Lyra, you got Bailey. Becky just won it. They're setting up probably Becky versus AJ Lee at WrestleMania for the title. Maxine Dupree
Ooh.
just won it, and I think her title run, even though she had one or two defenses, has elevated her as a singles competitor. So you got all this talent on Raw. They just moving to SmackDown. Lyra can go and fight Jade on Friday, and it will be a good program.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be really good. I think with all the NXT call ups, they're gonna do like a roster shakeup. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know if the draft will ever be in question again. They only do it right every few years. Um, But yeah, I can't. I guess I could go look at the SmackDown roster, but I can't think of one person that I think I would like to see fight Jade other than Bianca.
Yeah, ain't
I mean,
one.
Tiffany Stratton, I think she's injured right now.
I'm gonna say yeah. Tiffany been hurt. I think she ain't been on TV since she lost.
I mean, I hate to say it, but feed Natalia to her because I guess they're just never going to let Natalia be great again. So
Well,
I mean, just let
yeah,
Natalia go in there and make her look like $1,000,000.
Feed Natalia to her is a top 5 line of all time, dude.
I love Natalia, but
when in
I
doubt,
guess I
feed
just don't
Natalia to
want to
her.
see her win.
When in doubt, feed Natalia.
You did match. Call Natalia. Get her in the building.
Well,
She needs
what is
work.
what is her
She needs work.
now? The overlooked legend or the underrated legend or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember. Anyway, yeah, Natty's a great wrestler, obviously, but all right, I think the time has come, gentlemen.
Okay, let's do it.
Ready for the men's Royal Rumble? 3, 2, 1. Roman
Roman
Reigns.
Reigns. Yeah, we've seen the reports. We've seen the
Yeah.
reports.
Hey,
Roman, how you feel? How you feel about it?
even with the reports, we knew we were going to get Cody Roman at some point. At some point, we knew we were going to.
But did you read the report fully? He pulled such a Dwayne move. He pulled such a Dwayne, bro. He basically told him, I just don't have to be there, I guess, if I don't,
Oh
get
gosh,
the
is
match.
that for real?
It was very. I think it was either him and Cody, and they pitched another. Was it him and Braun Blake? It was another match they had pitched him, and he basically said, "Nah, I'm way higher on the Cody match." And it was like, it may have been. Oh no, it was Cody and Punk, and him and
Braun.
Roman and somebody, and then it was the alternative was Cody and Roman, and I'm just like, you do realize the fans want Cody CM Punk like terribly right now. So like, could you put you aside for a second and realize that's what we want? It's just like the Anawahi family refuses, dude. They just can't.
They got to get what they want.
They got to, dude. And I hate it.
Cody Roman will feed families, but
I mean, yeah, I think Cody Roman, but yeah,
I
but I
think it
think it's
should
a
be
thing
like
of. Go ahead.
I think it should be like Rockin' Austin, where they had the 2 good matches,
Mm-hmm.
and then a few years passed, and then they had one last good match. I mean, it's not like Brock and Roman where it was forced 3
Right.
times in a well.
This third one's
Was it 3
definitely
times?
forced.
Yeah, they fought 3 times at Mania.
The
I
third
mean,
one's definitely forced, though. This one, at least, you got to admit, like nobody asked for this. It doesn't make sense.
yeah,
They
I don't
made
think it's Mania right
friends.
now, but this is what I would think. If it was me booking it, nobody asked, but I think the 3rd time they should fight, being they're Howling Roman. They will be Howling Roman. You can't really. He's heel or babyface. He could be either right now. I think Cody should turn heel. I mean, not for this Mania. I don't think it should happen in this Mania, but when it would happen later on down the line, I think Cody should be heel and Roman should be the face.
That's your third match. Damn,
Yeah.
look at this booker we got in the call, Keywan. You're exactly right, Snake. You're exactly right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why they would go with what they're finna do because there's the story, but
yeah, it's gotta be. I want to say it's gotta be something of the sort of like, Roman, you put me through all this, and these people still cheer you. I'm a bad guy now. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But I honestly think the Roman Cody match at WrestleMania will cook. I think it's gonna cook. I would rather see Punk and Cody, yes, but I'm not moved by a Roman and Braun Breaker match at WrestleMania. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not moved by
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
You know,
I'm saying maybe. I think. Look, I'm happy for Braun being where he's at right now, and I would have been just fine if he got the belt from Punk, but that would just give me a reason. Obviously, I watch Raw already, but to see a world title change on Raw to a younger talent that wouldn't otherwise get it, that would intrigue me to be like, oh, I could have easily missed that. I want to tune in next week.
Mm-hmm.
But, just to say, hey, this is one thing I hate. And I don't know if y'all feel the same way. I hate how somebody will be like, Braun's the next big thing. He's this, he's that, he's this. You forcing me, or just keep talking about how he is, at least on the programming, not
Mm-hmm.
just all us talking, but them just talking about how he is the greatest thing ever, and then to throw him in the match with Roman. It's like, just give it to him already.
Yeah, I think
There's no adversity there.
him continuing to lose, to me, it's making him run out of steam. Because we talked about it before we started recording. The Vision's gonna enter an LWO program. Is Braun Breaker gonna be a part of that LWO program? You go
I
from
think
CM Punk to LWO, and we want to believe that he's gonna beat Roman Reigns one-on-one at WrestleMania.
you got to
Guys,
respect the tradition of lucha libre.
if they would have booked it right before, we wouldn't have this problem. Okay. I think that shows though that they've obviously made up their mind on what outcome for Mania they're going with.
Mm.
Also, I do want to point this out that we could have had another option, guys, that didn't involve Braun Breaker. You could have had Sammy winning Saudi.
Right.
I don't like that was going to be who I wanted, by the way, just to clear it up. That's who I want to win. I want to see Sammy win at Saudi because that crowd will go stupid if he does.
That's not a bad take at all.
Oh my God, dude, him versus you could have him. Let Roman. You know what? No, how would you get? You got to get the belt off Cody onto Roman, and that's just not going to happen for Mania.
It's not going to happen. Not at WrestleMania. You're right.
Yeah, I mean, so you would have to go. He's got to choose either Cody or Punk. I see more of an intriguing story with Cody, with Sammy being like kind of to be the man. You got to beat the man situation.
Mm-hmm.
I also think you could have Cody turn heel when he comes back. You have Cody off TV after Mania, have him come back, bam, heel turn gets the biggest underdog in wrestling at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
The story, dude, is that story, back to what we were talking about earlier, writes itself. It just, you don't have to do anything. But the problem with WWE is they love writing themselves into corners. It's like their favorite hobby.
Well, too, I think it's really tough when both of your world champions are baby faces. Because it's like WWE wrestling, the essence of wrestling is good guy versus bad guy. And if both of your world champions are two of the most over good guys in the company, it's hard to have another good guy that you want to, level up, go face them guys. Like it just really won't work the way you would want it. Now, of course, we know the original plans was for Seth to be the champion and go to WrestleMania, and the Roman Seth writes itself, and that would have opened the door for a Punk and Cody, But the truth is, man, with Rollins going down, that and all the plans that they had, sitting at that little round table with Paul Heyman, Triple H, Michael Hayes, and all them guys, that blew the office up. It killed it, and we are where we are now because of that.
Can we acknowledge how much of a beautiful match that would have been, by the way? Roman and Seth did at Mania. Finally.
Yes, that would have been
God.
I'm all for Punk and Rhodes. But have we forgotten about Randy Orton?
Hey, what if
no,
they
I
swerve
just
us?
don't care.
Hold on, y'all. What if they swerve us and Roman goes after Punk at WrestleMania?
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, that story actually makes more sense than Cody, to be truthful with you.
Bro, because think about it. Cena won a Rumble last year. Oh, Cena versus Gunther? 17, let's do it. No, Cena turns heel at the Chamber and goes after Cody. What if they swerve us?
I mean, I will say currently, I know a lot of people would say, well, long term, Cody makes more sense. I think currently with where we're at in WWE, CM Punk's makes more sense because where with Cody, you have to kind of find excuses. Like oh, well, I want my belt back. Whereas with
Mhm.
CM Punk, it's like, no, dude, you ruined my life last year.
Right.
Like, you ruined everything for me.
Right.
And he's like, this is the beginning of taking it all back.
Mhm.
Writes itself.
Well, I will say the one reason why I don't think Roman Punk would work right now is solely because after War Games, they shook hands and was like,
Mm.
good. However, Cody
That
said,
whole thing was stupid
That's so stupid. God, it's so
because
stupid.
Roman Reigns. If y'all look at every other Roman appearance where he was on screen with CM Punk, they were not cool. They were not cool at
at
all.
all.
Literally, the last time that we saw, I want to say it was the Monday before Survivor Series. Roman said that title would look better on me, and Punk was like, "You're talking to him, right?" And Roman said, "That's up for y'all to figure out." I thought they were throwing the curveball right there. Oh, Cody, no, we're going after Punk. But Survivor Series happens and he just daps up Punk. And then, like, what's up, bro?
I do think there's an inherent flaw if you have him go after Punk as well, though.
Mhm.
And that is out of his own mouth, he has called the World Heavyweight Championship the loser's belt. Out of his own mouth, he called it the loser's belt. You cannot. There's the one reason you can never give Roman that belt is come from his own mouth.
And you know what? That's why the Seth match would have cooked even more. I hate you so much. I'm gonna demote myself to take that belt from you.
That you know what? Fair play. That is that perfect.
Yeah,
That's
give
why that would have
hey,
cooked.
He could right
T1,
there.
here you go, buddy.
Yeah,
let me
had
let
to
me
cook
write
on
it.
that
Let
one.
me write it. That
Yeah.
would have cooked. I hate you so much. I'm gonna just take your belt. I don't even want it. I just want to
I don't
take
even
it
want
from you.
And have him never wear it to the ring. Be
Right.
real disrespectful.
Right.
Be like, never even gonna show this thing.
Like that.
God, dude.
It literally
But,
really.
hey, this is another thing that I want to hit on.
Gosh, Seth.
I know it's still on topic,
Mhm.
but we need a reason to start watching these B tier shows.
Right.
I'm not saying that. Obviously, we know Roman and Seth is a WrestleMania match, obviously. But in my head, I'm sitting here thinking, wow, it would be nice to get Roman and Punk at Backlash or something like that. Backlash is a big pay per view in my head, at least, where it was growing up. Or Bad Blood, Cody and Randy.
Right.
You know, I don't know. I feel like they should beef up B tier shows as well because now, hardworking gentlemen like us three people here, have to pay $30 a month to watch pay per views, and then you get WrestlePalooza.
Hey, they ain't
All I
getting me.
seen was
I tell you that. They ain't. I don't know who watching, but I got a VPN. I ain't paying no $30 for nothing. They ain't
No,
getting me. No sir.
no sir. Oh
But
it's about
god.
as cheap just to go to the show, but
right. But
I don't know. But, I mean, obviously, we put out a lot of matches that we want to see.
mhm.
I hate to tell y'all, but they're not all going to happen at Mania. Or they could within the next 5 years. But Punk's getting old. Roman said he ain't going to do it much longer. I think Rollins said he'll do it 5 more years. They all got kids, and they all kind of want to do the family life. I mean, they all say that. I don't know how in depth that's going to go, but and the future is here. Braun Breaker and the whole Vision. Logan Paul is going to main event. Everybody else in the Vision is going to main
Him
event
and
at
Him
WrestleMania at
and
some
Mr.
point.
Beast next year.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. This probably fake, but I seen a report. It was saying it had to be a troll account talking about some Jake Paul's gonna come in and they're gonna do a match with the Usos.
I hope not. I hope.
You want to
Okay,
think
you
it's
say you
fake?
hope not, dude. I'm gonna be honest with you. Them's two athletes, dude. Jake's just as athletic as his brother. That's actually might be a hell of a match we missing out on, guys.
Oh, I mean, it's money, but
The Usos can have a good match with broomsticks as a tag team. Okay, I hate on Jay as a solo star all the time. I will never hate on him as the Usos. That is the greatest tag team in WWE history.
Yeah.
I love the Hardy Boys. I love Edge and Christian. The Usos are the best tag team because them guys. I hate to say this, you can disagree. Needed ladder matches and all these weird. Give me a Usos match. They regular tag team, bro. I watch it.
Nah, man. I don't know if y'all seen it, but that match when they fought AJ and Dragon Lee was fire. That match was fire.
Dude.
Regular Raw, that match was fire.
I think it's because they understand. Whereas Jay might not understand the psychology of solo wrestling as well. They perfectly understand how to be a tag team. Like they just know how to set everything's perfect. Oh, God, I love him.
Yeah.
So please never split up again.
Well, I think we can wrap this up. I think Ty touched on it a little bit. But Kiwan, if you was a booker, as we know you are, who would you want to win? Who would you want to win the Rumble this year?
You know what? I'm gonna go along with what Ty said about Sami Zayn. I've talked about my issues with Sami Zayn's arc this year and how he started out this year wanting to be a world champion and he refused the world championship match to stay on Raw and get pummeled, and then went to SmackDown voluntarily to compete for the US championship and held that for what, a month or two, lost it, got into some meaningless feud, and now he's back focused on winning the world championship. Winning the Royal Rumble in Saudi would be fire. It's just I just I don't know. I think it would have been real dope if we had a heel world champion. To be honest, shoot, if Seth was still the champion and maybe we don't get the Roman Seth match, but the storytelling from the beginning of the year with Seth and Sammy would have set up perfectly as well. You know? So
What if, along the lines of that, I know we have already had it before, but Gunther gets the world champion back in the Sammy versus Gunther.
You stole what I was going to say. The only difference is I was going to say, if you really want to do the longest term booking possible, because he may lose steam in a year. You can never guarantee somebody will be as popular, right?
Right.
If I was a booker, though, wait a year or two, give Sammy the win. Gunther's held that world belt for a year, though, and he ain't lost pretty much since the Jay thing. Pretty much make him an animal again. And then, I don't know. I think a rematch with Gunther, but I also would probably have Gunther win that. So maybe don't do that.
Right. It's like Sammy, I feel like whenever he does win a title, it's going to be something along the lines of a Kofi Mania, a Daniel Bryan type of thing. Because Sami Zayn is an underdog kind of character. Like, that's just who he is and who he's going to be. And I think he has to win it against a monster heel. Like, I like what you said about, gotta beat the man to beat a man with Cody, but I don't think Cody dropping that. And if Sammy gonna win the Rumble, he's gotta win the belt because it would be a wasted moment if he doesn't win the belt.
There's something so funny about Cody Rhodes, the guy whose whole premise is everybody getting a fair shot, not dropping the belt.
Cody's not dropping it.
Yeah, he's
not. Been fighting Drew since SummerSlam.
Been fighting Drew since SummerSlam, just whooping him, finding a new way. Oh, if
it's
you
so
get DQ'd,
sad.
You lose the title. He DDTs him on the belt. Ref doesn't see it. And they're doing all this mess. Did y'all see on SmackDown that Drew burned the picture of Dusty and Cody? Yeah. You just signed your match death certificate. You're not winning that match, Drew. It's over. You might get swept. You might be the only person in a 3 stages match to get swept. We don't even get to the third match.
No, they gonna let the third match happen so Cody can win it too.
He gonna be 3 times.
Yeah, they gonna let it happen just so he can get all 3.
The first ever person to win all 3 stages, Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, because like Cody's ringing the bell himself.
I'll say, yeah, usually in a feud, one person wins, the other person wins, and then somebody comes out on top, right? Not Mr. Rhodes there. He's going to 1, 2, 3-peat McIntyre there.
Dude, he's going to, by the time it's all said and done, he's going to have, 4 victories over Drew in this feud, counting the 2 matches in the 3 stages. He's going to have 4 times pinning Drew McIntyre since SummerSlam.
Just think about how many opponents Drew's winning. How many world champions Drew McIntyre has win against since 2020, and was like, I got screwed. It should have been me.
I hate to say it too, though. I don't think there's much interesting about Cody at the moment. Like, if you turn him heel, I think there is. I just don't think I don't care to see the dude. He's great in ring worker.
Yeah.
Love it. I'm not interested anymore. I feel like it's ran its course.
I just really hope they don't wait until his retirement tour to turn him heel, and then fumble it,
I've
and then
played
just let
these
him go
games
off into
before. Yeah, Cody and bro, I think we know they're fumbling this title run. And when he won the title back from Cena at SummerSlam, you had high expectations. Okay, this is going to be better than the last one because the last one was ruined by The Rock. When The Rock came out and said, I'm coming back for that belt, and never came back. Yeah, you smell it. You smell it. But right now, there's just no interesting stories anymore except for the Randy Orton feud.
There's another one, but he's never coming back, and you just said his name.
Oh, Dwayne. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's over.
never gonna happen. But God, dude, that story, I'm gonna be
Hey.
honest with you. I told Blake this even before we left. I don't know what I want to see more, Rock or Roman or Cody and Rock. They built that story so well. I don't know what I want to see more.
They built this perfection, bro. And he does
Yeah.
not show up. And he broke the story on, was it the first Raw on Netflix? He killed it.
Was it that or NXT? I thought it was an NXT thing.
too.
Yeah.
You know what? We can lump them together because NXT was the very next day after he did that mess.
That's right. You're 100% right. Yep. And I was about to say that. Yes, the story was perfect until that night where they're just like, yeah, we can be boys for the night. No, you can't. You can't.
You just ruined his whole title reign.
To be fair, Rock is.
Go ahead. You beat him to a bloody pulp and talked about his Mama Rhodes. Bowie boys now. We good.
Right.
No. He's the only old head. Him and Triple H are the only old head wrestlers I've seen that kind of spit on kayfabe. Like any other old wrestler, kayfabe is their life. These are the only two guys that genuine. Like even Undertaker is still careful to what he talks about on his podcast, and you can tell. These guys kind of just let it all fly out. I don't think they understand that wrestling is very interesting, but part of that interestingness is the mystique. The fact that I know what happened behind the scenes, but the second my eyes lays on it, it's lost all its mystery.
Right. It's just, and they dragged out this Drew mess so far. Because when it first popped off, it's okay. Drew might do something, and nothing has happened. Am I frozen, y'all?
God,
I like watching it. It's interesting, but
I'm back. Okay, good.
I'd rather.
It's just
you want to disconnect it.
Am I back? Am I back?
Yeah.
Okay.
We back on. We live.
Yeah. That's my computer said enough of the Cody talk.
Your computer turned.
Well, he's still champion. I hate to tell you.
Right. He's still world champ. I'm gonna wake up a year from now. Cody's still the world champion. He's still beating Drew every 3 months.
He's still beating Drew. Poor Drew.
Drew's still getting screwed.
Now I know how people felt when Cena, like when I was younger, and people would like hate on Cena's earlier title reigns. Where it's like, damn, dude, he always has the belt, huh? That's what it feels like, man. Like the belt. And here's the thing, though, about like Cena's reigns is the dude would hold on to it for 188 days and then lose it for a month at least. Whereas Cody holds it for a year, loses it for 2 months, holds it for another year.
And you know what, bro? Maybe this is a hot take, but I feel like Cena's title runs were way better because at least they were interesting opponents. I think just pulling one random match out, the submission match against Kurt Angle. You're thinking, oh, Cena he don't got a submission. He don't have a submission in his arsenal. He might lose this one. That's interesting. Oh, I beat Kurt. I move on. Oh, we got Umaga, this guy who hasn't lost.
It's a good one too.
I beat Umaga. I move on.
Yeah, Cody can't move on, bro. Be harping on his opponents.
Right. Bro, he's attacking Drew now. Like he's going after the title.
What good guy holds grudges like that? Like, dude, holy!
Like it's just, I don't
I
know.
can't lie. I do like when Cody goes stupid sometimes, though. When he just like, it's like, oh, this is supposed to be the good guy of the story.
Right.
I love how whenever he gets pumped up, he's like,
Like, brother, calm down. You know you're going over.
I gotta see the merch sales on this guy, dude. There's no way I'm keeping him face this long. I gotta see the numbers.
Dude, they gotta be
but
insane. But,
And then changes his theme song to something evil. Whoa. That's what it
Right.
says instead. He doesn't
Whoa.
scream it.
Whoa.
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 They'll start booing
Whoa,
him. They
Snake.
changed it. Whoa.
Yeah, whoa.
They'll start booing him.
Oh my God, immediately, dude. That's how you turn Cody heel. Just change the song. Give it to Def Rebel.
Whoa.
Def
We
Rebel.
want to turn him heel. We don't want to kill his character. We don't want to future endeavor him.
My favorite ever is the where Santi's at was reacting to the songs, and somebody put if Def Rebel made the Undertaker song, and it was like a hip hop mix of the Dead Man theme. And it was just horrible. It was like gongs, but like a beat in between the gongs.
That is ridiculous.
Oh man,
The dead man here. Boom.
Right.
Bum,
He's still
bum.
walking all slow to the ring. Like he can't hear the music.
he'd have to walk like Oba. He'd literally have to walk like Oba.
Literally, bro.
Nobody
Bro,
can pull that off like him.
What if Oba wins the Rumble? It's not gonna happen.
That's
Throwing
who I
myself
have
up.
as who I want to win. That's who I wish, how he left NXT. He just comes up here, wins the thing, goes on WrestleMania. The only problem I would have with that is that that means he goes on the WrestleMania. I would like to think he would win. After that, he's inevitably going to have to lose. Somebody's got to beat Oba.
Mhm.
And I don't know if I'm ready for Oba to get beat just like that.
Question: would you rather see Gunther and Brock or Oba and Brock?
I think I'd rather see Gunther and Brock, just cause like Gunther needs to take that torch from Brock from being the biggest monstrous heel on the company.
I think I just want to see two pieces of meat hit each other, dude. Oba and Brock would.
It would cook. It would definitely cook.
An unstoppable force with an immovable object.
Right. It would definitely.
I mean, of course, Gunther's going to be awesome. I'm not going to sit here
Yeah.
and be those guys like, oh, it's not. It'd still be great. It's just, I don't know. Just something intrigues me so much about like Oba's huge. Like I think that's like the fact he can move the way he does. His size is ridiculous.
Yeah.
We do well. Y'all know if they fight, y'all know how the match is going to end.
Yeah.
They're gonna break the ring.
I thought you were saying something different.
I thought you were saying.
Yeah, since he's a former
Well,
world champion.
it depends on who's it.
Hey, me and Tyler, I was like, yeah, Oba not gonna beat Brock.
Yeah, no.
He ain't gonna beat Brock.
Yeah, Brock got names on his list, and ain't none of them. Wow.
Hey, it would like I think I told y'all before we started recording. I think that'd be so cool if Oba wins, goes on WrestleMania, gets a belt, holds it till SummerSlam. Dun 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 dun, and then Oba squashes Brock. I don't know how that works, but it would be nice if Brock was ever going to get squashed. Well, I guess Goldberg did it. If he was ever going to get squashed again, I would want Oba to do it.
Yeah, that's dreamland, brother.
Yeah, I think the best thing that we get is him just going to sleep. Gunther puts him to sleep. I think that's the best.
I thought we were still talking about Oba because I was like, yeah, guys, I don't even think we should talk about Oba winning against Brock. I don't even think that's an option. I genuinely don't. As sad as that makes me, I don't think it's an option. It's so sad too, dude. I don't. Has Brock ever lost to any Black World Champion ever?
Bobby did beat
No,
him by disqualification.
Okay, it doesn't even have to be a belt, by the way. Like he could have just lost to him. Has he ever?
I honestly do not remember many Brock
because
losses.
I think
Period.
he beat The Rock every time. He squashed Kofi. Okay, so he beat Bobby by DQ. Are you kidding me? That seems even more disrespectful. Just having him keep winning.
Oh no, he did beat Bobby. He beat Bobby because Roman came out at the Royal Rumble. Roman came out, hit him with the belt. Bobby beat him. Boom.
Oh, okay. Yes, dude. There we
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
It took interference, which, all right, couldn't have just let Bobby beat him. But you know what? We'll take what we get
No.
right here, partner.
I mean, hey, Brock took the title back in about a month, so
Oh,
take
well,
what
we
you can
take
get.
what we can get.
Take what you
Okay.
can get. Take what you can get. Brock took the belt back in like a month.
God, he's sitting there sleepless nights thinking about it too. He's like, ooh.
Like, it's okay. Dude, he wasn't even supposed to beat. That was the most. Can we talk about that? Is it? I feel like it's off topic. Whatever. Um, that was the most forced unification ever. 30, was it 38?
38.
Because Brock won the Rumble, then went in the chamber, eliminated every single person that was in the chamber, and then went and fought Roman.
You're 100% right, but I would also make the argument it's because, like, in AEW, the one thing I will give them is they have very strict rules with their matches, like 60-minute limit, like time limits, all this other stuff. Whereas WWE, for the longest as a kid, for example, I thought that the Royal Rumble winner could not even declare for the Elimination Chamber. Like, I thought it was just against the rules. When that happened with Brock, I was like, okay, this is just a poor establishment of rules then. Like, this should be established.
Yeah.
Same thing. Remember when he just walks into the Money in the Bank and just declares himself in the match?
Right.
When was that written in the rule book?
Right.
You know, I just realized that. I didn't even think about him winning the Rumble and Elimination Chamber back to back.
He won the Rumble, and then he came out the next night in his gear and said, "Bobby, rematch." Everybody like, dude, you just won the Rumble. You chill till WrestleMania.
Rest up, big dog.
He said that's not gonna work for me.
Oh man. Rest up, big dog.
Bro. He went in the chamber and pinned every single person that was in that match. Except Bobby. I think Bobby got taken out because of a concussion or something. They wrote him out that match.
That goes back to day one being the biggest butterfly effect in WWE history. If day one happens, I don't even know what kind of world we live in right now in terms of wrestling, dude.
Right. Because Roman had that long reign.
Yep, I was like, people forget Roman's supposed to lose there, and I don't know if wrestling becomes what it is today. Wrestling,
that's true.
As you can, like, I may not want to see Roman and Cody. I do not want to detract that from the fact that Roman is the only reason wrestling in WWE is the way it is now. Regardless, people want to talk about Cody and all that. I hate to say it, guys. Screw Cody. There is no change in WWE without that long tribal chief reign. Right. It's just, he's on my Mount Rushmore. I put it that way. I love Roman. Roman changed modern wrestling in WWE for what it is. So, better or worse, for better or worse, he changed what wrestling is.
That's facts, yeah. Because Brock was supposed to go over that night, and Roman caught COVID.
Oh God, man! And we get so many good things after that. One man's dream match is another man's paycheck. Roman Reigns to CM Punk, the greatest line ever.
That whole segment was hilarious. He was like, page 3, clause 4.
I like how I even told Blake this. I said that's the day I realized that his promo work had went from terrible to he can hang with anybody now. Was when he told that line to CM Punk. I was like, yeah,
he's got it.
He got it. That's good. Oh man, because then he started chuckling like it wasn't even. He started laughing. I was like,
"One man's dream, another man's check."
Yes, dude. Oh man. It made it better. He was crying too, because then Roman was sitting there like, "Let's stop all the crying." It was like, yes, dude. I loved it.
Oh man,
it's so funny because all of that's happening, and Seth's gonna sit there and win the whole time. I'm looking back, guys. Hate to say it, I'm sticking Paul with Roman.
Bro. Oh my gosh.
Paul and Roman should have been a bond you never break. I'll put it that
Facts,
way.
bro.
You should have never broke them up. Only because what has it resulted in? A terrible faction. Seth and Paul never meshed well, even when Seth was there. Because Seth's promos are not the same as Paul's. They're two different promo styles.
Right.
Like you got a weird guy talking about he's going to change wrestling, another guy kind of just bragging about his knowledge of wrestling. Like two very different things. I just love Roman and Paul as well. I think it's a bias thing. Like them together, man, is just so iconic. Every time I think of one or the other, that is who my mind immediately jumps to now.
Yeah.
Which shows you the talent of Paul Heyman, by the way. That dude has like 3 guys you could easily say that with. So like, good for him.
Roman now is also in no man's land. He has really nothing going on at all for real.
Beating up
Braun run the Rumble
and beating up Bronson Reed for no reason. Over stealing his shoes every couple months, but other than that, he's not doing much.
No man's land right now.
Oh, that's also a funny line by Roman. Why don't you go ahead and bring your big old ass down here and give me my shoes back? That one's a funny one. Yeah. Oh God, dude, I just love Roman. Roman's become like the cool dude, but you're exactly right. He is in no man's land. So like, Roman is at his best when you don't put him in the ring with like an AJ for a great match. Roman's at his best when you tell an amazing story, dude. Like he's just that's when he peaks.
Cause he's so good at not just storytelling before the match, but during the match, he's a very good storyteller. I mean, you look at the WrestleMania match this past year, and you know that's that part when he's kind of just like, what do I do? What do I do? Usually where, Paul calms him down. He didn't have that. So now you got Seth saying, we got to put him down now. And Roman, almost in tears, gets up and says, you know what? You're right. Sets up for the shield bomb. Nope. Put Punk through the table. And then I'm going to put you through the table.
Yeah, that was hard.
Man.
He also is not getting into acting. From what I have been reading, he is not very fond of it.
I'm gonna say, I seen that too.
Thank God.
Hopefully that brings him back around more often too.
I know, man. Let's keep the Anawahis out of Hollywood for a minute, dude. They're too good at wrestling. Let's push them down back to the WWE.
Right.
Zilla Fatu as well, but that's a different conversation for another day. I think he just signed.
They're setting up. Let's talk about that off.
Okay.
On that note, I know we talked about everything and more when it comes to the Royal Rumble. Make sure y'all subscribe, like, comment, share with your folks. We out of here.
Yeah.